Hi, welcome to another program. I have been away from the YouTube channel due to the reasons that I have in my last semesters to finish my school, my master degree, and I really lean on reading and also writing my assignments and essays. And hopefully by 20th of December 2020, I I hope I am going to finish my term, and I will spare more time for you after the 15th of January to lean on the YouTube, and I hope I will make a schedule regularly to meet with all of you. This week, I want to make a summary of what we have lived for the last month with regards to Turkish politics and global economy. Um, Now there is a discussion in the global markets that a crisis is expected. It's not only expected due to the pandemic or the COVID-19 pandemic, but also the global markets are not doing fine. Um, as you might maybe be aware, but the second stimulus program in the US has not been approved by the Congress or by the Senate and the House yet. We have now almost a little bit less than 20 days remaining for the elections. However, the polls have already been opened. Now, the United States citizens already started voting. And in lack of any second stimulus program, it will give leverage to Democrats to win the elections because the people still needs support from the governments, especially the ones who have been affected negatively in this pandemic era. And now we have been seeing in standard SP, let's see, 500, Dow Jones, FTSE, and others that there is a decline in the markets. For example, the SP 500 was supposed to now again go higher, but it has not put itself above 3,500 levels, and then it turned from there to downwards now. When we look the other also, we are seeing almost similar patterns. The high yield bonds or now the earnings or the index here is also now decreasing. It's 84, I think, at this moment, but now we have been seeing now it's also starting to decrease. All this indicates in the global markets, it's said that there is a coming crisis. But I want to be only make you sure that it is not only due to the reason that the pandemic caused this or might cause this crisis, but there are other effects like the financial effects also are there. And as everybody talks, now there is a new era starting, and this is only a startup to make all these changes or start up all these changes. But now I will not go into that topic, but what I want to talk about is the topic that if a global crisis might erupt, how it will affect the Turkish economy and also the politics. As you might be aware, Turkish central bank has a minus, and I'm saying it again, minus $35 billion in its account. This is not only said by some economists in Turkey, but also in the global markets from the financial institutions, and the banks are also giving reports to their customers in that regard. Having said that, if any crisis will erupt, it will definitely be distractive for Turkey. There is no money in the safe. Then the people will start mourning about unemployment. The prices will go up, and it will affect the ongoing or the current administration's popularity. Having said that, is the government doing something else to or prepare itself for a coming crisis? No, I don't believe that because they have no resources to do that. So the most efficient tool that they have is the media and the propaganda, that they are doing fine and excellent work and this and that, but it's nothing. The second, I will say, the phase of the pandemic has already erupted in Europe, in Russia also too, and now we are seeing in the northern sphere of the Asia also that the numbers are picking up again. Now it's expected that by 15th of November to end of November, the numbers will be on the rise, and most of the businesses will be locked down because the states will be locked down. Now, if that becomes, it is almost certain that there will be a second crisis, or a global crisis, a financial crisis, will likely to erupt, like we had it in March 2020. Now, in that case, the stock markets have decreased around 30%. I am expecting another 20 to 30% in that regard too. So most of the lines that you should be, if you are interested and already watching these things, the 200 weekly averages, moving averages, you should be really watching that. Most likely it will come to that, or there might be a weekend. It can come down, but then it will stay there for a couple of weeks and then will go up again. This is most likely a scenario that everybody is talking at the moment in the market. In Turkish also stock market, it will be around the same thing. So what will happen about the politics? Now, Turkey is very much investing in the military industry. Now, if that happens, and which I am personally expecting it is going to happen, this is going to affect our investments in the military industry, which means that Turkey is investing in the engine of a plane, warplane, TFX, and the anti-tank that we are trying to do, the engine, and other things like missiles and so on and so forth. So all these things, the air defense system and all these things will be delayed. I am not saying that it will be terminated. It will definitely not be terminated, but it will be delayed greatly because the Turkish government will have almost no resources. While you have already a minus $35 billion, no one will imagine that these will continue on full steam. So how the politics will be affected in that regard, especially in the East Mediterranean region. Now, Turkey will not change its policy about the natural resources. Turkey will push to find energy resources in order to decrease its bill in the budgets each year, which is around $50 billion. However, in lack of the resources, even there will be a crisis or not, these activities will be reduced in terms of numbers and the efficiency. So Turkey will try to get the zone under security, an umbrella, I will say, and will continue on protecting its interests in the region. So that means that the number of the drilling activities, or the number of investments in Turkey, or the amount of the investments in the military engines, or sorry, military industry, will be reduced gravely. So how Turkey will or should rectify its position? Now, for the last 2 weeks, the central bank have increased the interest rate in Turkey. It gives a kind of, I would say, a picture, or portrays a picture that central bank is independent and it takes its own position depending on the global market indicators, so on and so forth. But actually, we all know that they are under the strict orders from the palace. If Turkey wants to reinstate its influence in the region, in Middle East and elsewhere, it has to at first rectify the democracy. We have great responsibility to develop a plan how the democracy will be again I will say, strength, because in the era of AKP, the existing government, the democracy has been hit, I will say, badly. The investors are scared to invest in Turkey because they started believing that their rights are not protected under the civil codes of Turkey, which in some cases it is true. Because if a president or from his party people start, or some influential people over there start implying or giving message to the justice systems, which their decisions are being influenced by their statements, then this justice cannot be trusted by the foreign investors. And this is what has happened so far. Therefore, all these things should be again reinstated, and the justice systems, including the democracy, should be strengthened in Turkey so that the economy will start at least recover slowly. Is it hard to be done? Yes, it is very hard with this existing government and their ideology, but it is not impossible. Even this government can sustain or start doing something like that. But in lack of this, I do not see any, I would say, snapshot elections in Turkey before 2023, which is the normal time, August, I believe, or September 2023. The elections are supposed to take place in Turkey. Now, the problem with the Turkish politics is not the government itself at most, but the opposition parties. According to the latest polls, with media poll, I think, has done one, the existing government, AKP, President Erdogan's party, is now set to be on the 32%. And the opposition party, the second biggest party in Turkey, is now, it's a 17% of the people will choose this party. There is an increasing undecided votes in Turkey, which accumulates to 22% in Turkey. And the rest of the parties are between 8% to 1%. The problem is here, the people even cannot now say that, okay, we are not going to elect, let's say, the ongoing party, but we will elect another party. Even they do not believe other than, and this is the real problem, in the opposition parties, the people in Turkey, they do not believe the capability of the opposition parties. They do not believe their leadership. They do believe that they do not hold any strategy or policy for the Turkey, how the economy should be strengthened, what should be our foreign policy, what should be the civil-military relations, how the justice systems should be strengthened, rectified, how we should develop ourselves, how should be the education system, health system, and so on and so forth. Because so far, the opposition party leaders, they do not say anything on these politics at all. The only thing they say is the existing government is not doing right. Okay, that's good. We know all that. But what is right, nobody is telling. Everybody is talking about the upper level, but not even the medium details are exposed to the people. That's why the people who were supposed to, or who, let's say, voted for Erdogan's party in the past, now become undecided. It's not because they are scared to say their opinion for any of these opponent parties. They are not. They are really implying and stating that they do not believe the opposition party's capabilities, ability to do something else. That's why we are seeing the undecided votes going up in Turkey, and I'm expecting personally it will go up even to 30% in future, unless this picture is not going to change. So how we might be sure that something might change in Turkey if when the opposition parties will start having the right excuse to say the right things, then we might hope or start hoping that something might change. The opposition party should set up, all the opposition, the right strategies how to rectify the Turkish politics and the economy from today to something in future better. Unless this becomes fruitful, there is no way that the Turkish policy, even with any opposition party's leadership in future, including the economy, will be strong enough to pursue its goals healthy and in a stronger way in future. That's our projection as far as today's picture does not change. So if you like this video, by the way, I mean, press a like button and also subscribe to our channel. I will appreciate that. Meanwhile, I am going to say it again. Please stay safe and healthy. Uh, Even you might be infected with coronavirus. Please don't get scared. Um, just look after yourself, rest well, and if things are going to get worse, just go to the hospital and seek for treatment as soon as possible. Meanwhile, I am going to again remind you that I will try to make more videos till the 15th of January, maybe in each 2 to 3 weeks once I will make a video, and I will try to cover up in general the Turkish economy and the politics in relation with the global geopolitics. It's because of my education is taking place at this moment, and hopefully I am going to finish my master degree by 20th of December, hopefully the last day. And then I will have more time to write and also share with you my thoughts and our thoughts, let's say, with the team. And also I will share more videos with you. So please take care and stay safe. Have a nice day.